Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Hineni, here I am, behold me of little merit, trembling and afraid as I stand before you to plead for your people. O gracious God, the one enthroned by Israel's praises, Lord of compassion and love, accept my petition and that of my people. Let them not be put to shame because of me, nor I because of them. Sinners though we are, let our prayers come before you, innocent and sweet and pleasing, as though from hearts more worthy than ours. Let love be the banner we raise in your sight, and let that love conceal all our sins and make them as though they had not been. Change our afflictions to joy and gladness, our misdeeds to acts of life. May our love of truth and peace remove all that hinders us from sincere and faithful prayer. O God supreme, God of every age, God eternal, let my prayer find favor for the sake of the righteous, the loyal, the honest and upright, and for the sake of your own glorious purpose on earth. For you are the one who in mercy hears our prayers. Blessed are you who hearkens to prayer. Shana Tova. As we begin our Erev Rosh Hashanah service and the beginning of these 10 days of awe, we light our holiday candles and welcome in the new year. The blessing can be found on page 17, and we'd like to call up the Levy family for the honor of lighting the candles and saying the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yisham mitzvotav v'tzivanu, v'ahavim Ner Shalom.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, lehadlik ner shel yom tov. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu
Our service continues on page 21 with Psalm 121, Esa Enai.
Esa Enai el Heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri, Ezri, Ezri me'im Adonai Oseh shamayim va'aretz
Al yitain lamot raglecha al yanum shomrecha hine lo yanum velo yishan shomer Yisrael Esa Enai el Heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri, Ezri, Ezri me'im Adonai Oseh shamayim va'aretz Adonai shomerecha Adonai tzilcha al yad yaminecha yomam b'shemesh lo yakeka v'yareach b'layla Esa Enai el Heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri, Ezri, Ezri me'im Adonai yishmarcha mikol ra yishmor et nafshecha Adonai yishmar tzedcha uvoecha me'ata v'ad olam Esa Enai el Heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri, Ezri, Ezri me'im Adonai Oseh shamayim va'aretz. On page 23, we read together. In the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, there shall be a sacred assembly, a cessation from work, a day of commemoration proclaimed by the sound of the shofar. I'd like to invite up Anthony Carlton and Ethan Ship to open up the ark for us. And would everyone else please rise if you are able. Tik'u v'chodesh shofar, v'kaseh liyom chagenu, ki chok liYisrael hu mishpat lelohei Yaakov. Sound the shofar when the new moon appears, at the turning of the year, at the returning of our solemn celebration, for this is a statute of binding on Israel, an ordinance on the God of Jacob. May it be your will, Adonai, our God, God of all generations, that the year 5779 bring to us and the whole house of Israel life and peace, joy and exaltation, redemption and comfort. And let us say, Amen.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Le'olam
We read responsively on page 25. There was silence, there was chaos, there was a voice. A mind went forth to form worlds. Now order reigns where chaos once held sway. The moon follows accustomed paths, constellations their patterned ways. Sovereign is the will that orders the stars in their courses in the endless sky. Sovereign is that will.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
And how unyielding is the will of our people Israel, after the long nights, after the days and years when our ashes blackened the sky. Israel endures, heart still turned to love, soul still turning to life.
So day and night, early and late, we will rejoice in the study of Torah. We will walk by the light of mitzvot. Take our life and the length of our days. Praise be the source of life and love, and Israel our people.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
You have stayed long enough in this place, God said. Time to go forward. Turn your face toward the future. Believe that you can cross this sea and survive. Inside you is a Moses. Within you Miriam dances, unafraid. Lift up your voice and sing a new song.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot osefet, malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, zeli anu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
V'ne'emar kivad Adonai et Yaakov, u'ba'alo miyad chazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. May night spread over us a shelter of peace, of quiet and calm, the blessing of rest. There will come a time when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish. There will come a day of happiness, of contentment and peace. Praise be the source of joy within us, for the night and its rest, for the promise of peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
We are now on the bottom of page 29 for the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yid kadal, ve'yid kadash, shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach irutei, ve'amlich malchutei, ve'chayechon uve'yomechon, u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala, Uvisman Kariv, V'imeru, Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba Mevarach, La'alam u'lamei Omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudesha B'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'imeru. Amen.
We come now to our central prayer of any service, the Amidah. Begins on page 30 and continues over the next few pages. And please remember that in a High Holy Day Amidah, there are some extra inserts that are different than Shabbat, so be on your toes. Literally as well. Please rise if you are able.
Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Oh God, open up my lips as I begin to pray. Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, sefatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Geula livnei bneihem, Le'ma'an Shemo v'Ahava, Zachrenu l'chaim, Melech hafetz b'chaim, V'chatfeinu b'sefer hachayim, Le'ma'anecha Elohim chayim, Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah rav lehoshia. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. מי כמוך ברחמים, זוכר יצוריו, בחיים רחמים, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated. On the bottom or middle of page 32, we read responsively, Lord our God, cause all your works to stand in awe before you, and all that you have made to tremble at your presence. Let all that lives revere you, and all creation turn to you in worship. Let them all become a single family, doing your will with a perfect heart. For well we know, O Lord our God, that yours is the majesty, yours the might, and awesome is your name in all creation. Then the just shall see and exult, the upright be glad, and the faithful sing for joy. Violence shall rage no more, and evil shall vanish like smoke. The rule of tyranny shall pass away from the earth, and you alone, O Lord, shall have dominion over all your works. As it is written,
The Lord shall reign forever. Your God is Zion, from generation to generation. Hallelujah.
You are holy, awesome is your name. There is no God but you, as it is written.
The Lord of hosts is exalted by justice. The holy God is sanctified by righteousness.
Blessed is the Lord, the Holy King. This is the season of God. This is the season of our humanity. And this is the day when one word stands at the very center of Jewish people. Malach, 3 letters, Mem, Lamed, Chaf. Reign over space and time, Maloch. Reign over the infinite expanse. Show us your reality. Help us to see our finite place in the cosmos that is our home. What is God's sovereignty? What is God's rule? It is the rule of unity by which we sense coherence in the universe. It is the power of relationship, relating every image of God to every other image of God and to every facet of nature, sunshine and ocean waves, heartbeats and honeybees, the stuff that stars are made of. It is the ultimate power that governs our lives with wisdom, compassion, truth, and kindness. In this season of God, may we breathe new life into the ancient name Melech HaOlam, and may the ruler of the universe breathe new life into each of us. This is the prayer that God utters. May my mercy conquer my anger. In all my actions toward my children, may my compassion prevail. And this is the prayer I say. Compassionate One, rule over me today and always. Let mercy and forgiveness hold sway. Let the good within me prevail. Page 36.
Be gracious, O Lord our God, to your people Israel, and receive our prayers with love. O may our worship always be acceptable to you. Fill us with the knowledge that you are near to all who seek you in truth. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your presence in our midst and in the midst of our people in Zion. We gratefully acknowledge that you are the Lord our God and the God of our people, the God of all generations. You are the rock of our life, the power that shields us in every generation. We thank you and sing your praises for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your keeping, for the miracles which are daily with us, and for your wondrous gifts at all times, morning, noon, and night. You are goodness, your mercies never end. You are compassion, your love never fails. You have always been our hope. For all these things, O sovereign God, let your name be forever praised and blessed, and let life abundant be the heritage of all the children of your covenant. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Lord, whose nature is goodness, we give you thanks and praise.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. B'sefer Chaim beracha v'shalom u'parnasa tova. Nizacher v'nichatev lefanecha. Anachnu v'chol amcha Beit Yisrael. L'chaim tovim u'shalom. Baruch atah Adonai Oseh HaShalom.
We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 38 and 39 or the meditations of your own heart.
Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai
We turn our thoughts now to those among us who are ill and in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. On our Misha Berach list is Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, Ron Ely, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Peter Winkler, Karen Thompson, Deborah Sondak, Dean Atchley, Ivy Bells, Bernard Strassner, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Gary Gentoff, Marion Finkel, Jennifer Goldberg Rosenbaum, David Deutsch, Louis Perlman, Lee McCoy, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Ellen Simmons, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Clara Breeding, Bernard Levy, Lori Perry, Rebecca Scarborough, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Kathy Brace, Bob Sparkman, Mickey Rubel, Celie Sarah Batfruma Dina, Nancy Kronig, and Gail Garifo. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share.
Shane and Harry.
The Misha Berach, as we know it, is not in this book, but please sing along if you know it off without the words in front of you.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We continue on with our service with Avinu Malkeinu on page 40. I'd like to invite up the Krebs Blue family to open the ark for us at this time. And if everyone else would please rise if you are able.
Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chatanu Lefanecha. Avinu Malkeinu, Chamol Aleinu, Ve'ol Aleinu, V'tapeinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kale Dever, V'cherev V'rav, Me'aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Kale Chol Tsar, Umastin, Me'aleinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Tatvenu, Besefer Chaim Tovim. Avinu Malkeinu, Chadesh Aleinu, Chadesh Aleinu, Shana Tova. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Chadesh Aleinu, Shana Tova. Avinu Malkeinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu, Shema Koleinu.
Avinu Malkeinu, hear our voice. Avinu Malkeinu, we have sinned against you. Avinu Malkeinu, have compassion on us and on our children. Avinu Malkeinu, make an end to sickness, war, and famine. Avinu Malkeinu, make an end to all oppression. Avinu Malkeinu, inscribe us for blessing in the book of life. Avinu Malkeinu, let the new year be a good year for us. Avinu Malkeinu, give strength to your people Israel. Avinu Malkeinu, be gracious and answer us, for we have little merit. Treat us generously and with kindness, and be our help. Please be seated. Shana Tova. It is a new year, a time for introspection and fresh starts, and a time to rethink and renew our vows to make the world better. How will we brighten up the lives around us this year? How will we make our community strong, our world safer? How will we live up to our best expectations for ourselves? How will we be our truest selves? I've been thinking a lot this year throughout the month of Elul and the on-ramp time to our season of Teshuvah about the root of the word, return. I think I care a lot about naming that true meaning of the word because it's an important key to understanding the way Judaism speaks of sin and repentance. So I keep that in mind, and I try to speak from that perspective of missteps and returning to center when I talk about sins and repentance, atoning and forgiving every year. But this year especially, the need to return to oneself felt very strong for me. Felt like a long year, a lot of highs and lows, joys and sorrows, peace of mind and complex feelings of all sorts, and all of this on a personal scale as well as on a national or even global scale. What would it take to return to the self this year? What self do we need to return to? I'm sure for every person, there is a different time, a different self, a different place and mindset to which they would like to return, in which they felt they were most at home and in balance. But I suspect for most people, that time is somewhere in childhood. That's not to say that when we speak of Teshuvah, everyone is actively thinking about their childhoods and seeking to return to that sort of innocence as they absolve their sins. But it is to say that there is something eternally comforting about nostalgia and returning to the things that soothed us in our earliest memories. When the news cycle is full of bad news and everything looks bleak and full of heartbreak, there is nothing like a fairy tale and an escape into juvenility to help us recover the courage and faith to face the adult world. I believe this to be why there have been so many attempts to recreate beloved childhood tales as live-action films for adults,
to view and relive their childhood in a slightly updated way. It seems that Disney plans to remake all of their classical cartoon musicals into live-action films, and now there's even a gritty remake of The Nutcracker on the horizon, a story retold in ballet form almost every winter in almost every ballet company. Because these repetitions are comforting. They bring back memories of comfort of a time when the world felt a little smaller and the soothing of a good story felt more immediate and complete. Recently, a favorite author from my adolescence announced that one of her books is being made into a movie for the first time. The author, Francesca Lia Block, adapted the screenplay herself and has been working for a very long time to put together the perfect team to make her imagination come to life on the big screen. She now has that team, the cast list has been announced, and production is set to begin. In response to this news, I've been rereading this series called Dangerous Angels. One of my favorite characters in the books is a young girl named Witch Baby, who goes around asking the adults in her life, "What time are we upon, and where do I belong?" But they don't seem to understand her question. She's the only character in the series who seems to see the trauma in the world and need the sort of comforting that I, as a child, found in the book. But since the other characters don't see the pain and don't need that kind of comfort, they have trouble figuring out how to give it to her. So she has several adventures throughout the series where she goes out to try to find answers of her own. But as Dorothy says best in The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home, and Witch Baby eventually comes back to allow her family to comfort her in the way that they do know how. At one point, she narrates that her heart feels like a teacup covered with hairline cracks and describes the sound it might make inside of her if it shattered and jostled around in her chest. I found this imagery beautiful as a young girl, and every time I revisit this series, I find that the writing transports me back to the time in my life when I read it for the first time. It reminds me of my earliest heartaches, the first time I overcame an emotional hardship, the beginnings of building adult resiliency. It's mostly subconscious, but rereading these books refreshes memories far beyond the stories themselves, and they return me to a center that I am often not even fully aware of coming away from. When we make teshuvah, when we attempt to return to center, we are coming from some sort of brokenness, like witch babies. A loss of innocence, a place of hurt, a disillusionment. The rabbis taught that that state of brokenness was a sign of real living, and that the teshuvah of a broken heart is the greatest gift to God. The psalmist tells us, "The true sacrifices to God are a broken spirit, a broken and crushed heart." The prophet Micah tells us, "Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. Though I am fallen, I shall arise. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord is a light upon me." And the Midrash on this expands, "If I hadn't fallen, I would not have gotten up. If I hadn't sit in the dark, I would not have light." The brokenness and the darkness that we learn to see in the adult world is what allows for adult resiliency, for love, for learning how to fix the cracks in the world. Without the first moments of disenchantment, we would be unable to do the tikkun olam that we are commanded to. But getting from the point of hurt to the point of using that pain for good takes recentering. It takes remembering who we are and where we come from, and it takes returning to that home and self. The Haftarah for the traditional second day of Rosh Hashanah contains what I find to be among the most haunting lines in all of the Tanakh. "Thus said the Lord, a cry is heard in Ramah, wailing, bitter weeping, Rachel weeping for her children. She refuses to be comforted for her children who are gone." The only matriarch not buried at Machpelah with Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, and Leah Rachel is the mother that calls us home to her. In the Haftarah, she's wailing for the exiled children of Israel, but perhaps she is also the maternal voice that whispers comfort to all of us when we reread or rewatch or re-listen to the stories of our youth. She is calling us who have seemed to have gone astray, back to our centers. She wants us to remember who we are and where we belong. In some grand cosmic sense that's different for each person, but in a basic spiritual sense right now, where we belong is right here, together as a community in shul on High Holy Days, listening to the same tunes and the same Torah stories that our families have chanted and heard at this time of year, every year, for longer than any one of us can remember. If nothing else this High Holy Days season, I hope these memories of prayer soothe your soul and usher you into a new year of strength and surety. I believe strongly in the evocative power of childhood, of the need to return to a home with material comforts, to acknowledge the heartaches of adulthood, but with the nostalgia of youth. I see the power in these visits down memory lane, and although there may be those who can get stuck, trapped by the strength of that power, I find it also gives a great energy to those seeking to return to their proverbial center in order to move forward in life toward an honest expression of the self. This Rosh Hashanah, may we find ways to return to that center, that comfort, that youthful starting place, in order to remember how to build strength, character, and goodness throughout the oncoming year. Amen. Shana Tova.
So when the rabbi sent me the sermon for tonight, and I started reading it, I instantly was like, what Disney song could I sing? And I had a few in mind, but then I started thinking about my childhood, and a song instantly popped in my head that was sung at my bat mitzvah, and I had the honor to sing it at 2 or 3 other bar and bat mitzvahs shortly after mine. It's a Debbie Friedman song called Youth Shall See Visions. Childhood was for fantasies, for nursery rhymes and toys. The world was much too busy to understand small boys and girls. As I grew up, I came to learn that life was not a game, that heroes were just people that we called another name. And the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Now I'm grown, the years have passed, I've come to understand there are choices to be made, and my life's at my command. I cannot have a future till I embrace my past. I promise to pursue that challenge, time is going fast, and the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Today's the day I take my stand, the future's mine to hold. Commitments that I make today are dreams from days of old. I have to make the way for generations come and go. I have to teach them what I've learned so they will come to know that the old shall dream dreams and the youth shall see visions. and our hope shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Give us time, give us strength, give us life.
I'd like to call up, we have two sets of announcements today. So for our first set of announcements, I'd like to call up Ben Mergler, followed by our president, Alec Levy, who's already on the team.
I'm excited to announce that Congregation Ner Shalom's Rosh Hashanah 5779 CNS news video starring me and Rabbi Liz is now available on Facebook and YouTube. Please check it out. Thanks, me and Rabbi Liz and Ben.
That's a tough act to follow. Thank you, Rabbi Liz and Amanda, for leading us in this wonderful service. Thank you, Ben, for showing me how to do announcements. Tomorrow, Monday, the family service starts at 9:30. The traditional service starts at 11 o'clock. Tashlik is at 2 o'clock at Bull Run Marina. Weather forecast today earlier said that there was possibility of scattered thunder showers. Because safety is more important than tradition. If there is lightning, we will not hold Tashlik. If there's rain, some of us will be out there with umbrellas. Everyone's welcome to join us, and certainly if you don't think it's a good idea, don't come. Follow your own good judgment. But again, if there's lightning, and I'm going to repeat this announcement tomorrow morning and at both services. If there is lightning, no Tashlik. If we do have Tashlik, if you arrive before the gate is open, there's another parking area just further up the road, just a short distance. Park there, and as soon as the person with the key comes, you can move to to the spot at Bull Run Marina where we park normally. And finally, one last point about Tashlik. While tradition says to use breadcrumbs to cast off your sins, turns out that it's better for the fish and the other wildlife if we cast off seeds, whether bird seed or sunflower seeds or other seeds. So I know it's short notice, but if you're able to bring seeds instead of bread, if you come at all, if we have it at all, please do so. Friday, September 14th is the Shabbat service at the regular time of 7:30, and that's Shabbat Shuvah, the Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Sunday, September 16th, 1 week from today, there is religious school. And then Tuesday, September 18th, the Kol Nidre service begins at 8 o'clock p.m. Shana Tova.
We now conclude or move into our concluding prayers with Aleinu on page 43. We'd like to call up any board members who are here to open the ark for us. Any and all board members who are present. And if everyone else would please rise if you are able.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kukiyei haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot hadama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are no longer with us in body, but remain with us in spirit. This week marked a yahrzeit for Tilly Zutz, Harvey Labenow, Joseph Ash, Bertha Herman, Leon King, Aldo Ottaviano, Harold Topolsky, Isaac Bormel, Cynthia Alpert, and Fran Siegel. And we are still within a year of mourning for Amanda Chazen, Rodney Smith, Tom Metzler, Norman Rosen, Renee Adler-Kaplan, Diane King, Alyssa Al-Hadef, Scott Beagle, Martin Duke Anguiano, Nicholas Dworet, Aaron Feiss, Jamie Gutenberg, Chris Hickston, Luke Hoyer, Kara Loughran, Gina Montalto, Joaquin Oliver, Elena Petty, Meadow Pollack, Helena Ramsey, Alex Schachter, Carmen Shentrup, Peter Wong, Neil Gilman, Karen Josephson, Dorothy McQuiston, Nick Ralston, Elise Gibson, and Norma Porter. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 45. Mourners and those who wish to join them, please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'almei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrabham v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei tekudasha barichu. Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushpechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabba min shemaya, B'chaim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom alenu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Our closing song tonight is Adon Olam on page 47.
Everyone catch your breath. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, Behepza Kol, Azai Melech, Shemo Nikra. Ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora vehu haya vehu hoveh vehu yeh betifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivrach Le'et Nasa V'hepza Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yiyeh Betifara. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivrach Le'et Nasa V'hepza Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Betifara, Vehu Haya, Vehu Hoveh Betifara.
Shana Tova. See you all in the morning.